And when did you first get involved with SCWIST?
I got involved with SCWIST in 2019 as a volunteer. So how it started was that I moved to Canada in 2018 and I spent a year in Alberta, and then we moved to Vancouver and I started looking for work. And when I started looking for work, I realized that it's not going to be that easy. I need to get out of my comfort zone. I need to network. I need to get myself acquainted with Canadian work culture. I need to know all the things that are required to get my foot in the door. So I was looking for volunteer opportunities and I met Christine and she introduced me to SCWIST and I joined as a volunteer. And I think right after 6 months, I got an opportunity to apply for a director role and I got selected. And now I'm serving SCWIST as Director Youth Engagement.
How do you feel about that?
I think it feels great. I think that's being a part of SCWIST was one of the best things that happened to me. So I think when you move to a new country as an immigrant, and especially as a woman, and then because I have a background in STEM as well, I have a master's in electrical engineering. So it's really, you always face the disparity that exists between men in STEM and women in STEM. And then being an immigrant and being a visible minority, I think that does affect your confidence and that does affect the opportunities that come your way. But I think SCWIST has given me the confidence that I lost, that I was looking for as an immigrant and as a visible minority. But now I think I am, I think SCWIST has given me the acceptance, the confidence and the opportunities. I've met amazing women who are there to help you, to motivate you, to be there for you. And I think it has also given me the opportunity to give back to the community. The time that I've spent and the challenges that I've faced as so far in Canada as an immigrant, I think after all the experiences that I went through and all that I've learned, SCWIST has given me the opportunity to give back to the community. And we're working for girls in STEM and women in STEM and underrepresented communities. And our mandate is to be open and to be supportive for all women in STEM, irrespective of their ethnicity and background. And
there have been barriers because you're a woman. What barriers did you encounter, especially early in your education and career?
So I remember when I was in my university, it was a classroom of, I think, 50 students. And in my electrical engineering, there were just 2 girls and the rest of them were all boys. So I think that's the story of every woman who is into electrical engineering or mechanical engineering or civil engineering. So I think that's the first barrier that you actually have to, and then because men are so dominant in this industry, so it's sort of, I think the second challenge that comes with that is that there's sort of a taboo that exists that, men are more intelligent as compared to women. And because the thing is that men are in majority. So if out of that majority, 10% are intelligent and the women who are already less, they're already intelligent. That's what they're there, right? So I think this taboo that exists that men have some sort of a better thinking capability as compared to women. That's the second challenge that everyone faces. And I think that leads to the third challenge, and that is, I think, sometimes the lack of confidence that women sometimes feel in STEM. Because I've talked to a few software engineers, senior software engineers, and they sort of accepted that, their male colleagues, they think that whatever they're doing, or they deserve the job, right? And they can do it. Whereas the female colleagues, they're always thinking, whether to do it or not to do it, or how am I going to do it, and things like that. So I think these are the challenges, and these are the things that we have to overcome.
I remember Madame Louise Arbour saying when she joined the Supreme Court of Canada, saying that give it a try it. If you need 10 things for this job, women will have to have all 10 in spades and excel at each before they'll apply. And she says, a guy, he'll say, I can do 3 of those, kinda, okay.
Yeah.
And does SCWIST give you more confidence?
That's so true. Yeah, I agree with that. I think SCWIST gave me today. I think I have a very valuable network, a very valuable professional network. That is because now, that is helping me in my career and move forward in my career. So I think the stepping stone or the foundation was given to me by SCWIST, definitely. Sorry, I can't hear you.
What are you working at now?
I have a master's in electrical engineering. So last year in Vancouver, right before COVID hit, I attended a short workshop in Vancouver related to data science. And I realized that I have all the mathematical background, but I just need a little bit upgrade in my skills. So this year, like early this year, I joined a boot camp, a data science boot camp at Lighthouse Labs. And I just got done with it in the last week of March. So now I'm actively looking for work and I am getting a few interview calls. I'm just preparing for my interviews.
What would your dream job be?
I think my dream job would be to work as an expert data scientist, because I think that when I think about data is of all sorts and it's coming from so many different resources, right? So we have a very big responsibility of a data scientist is to be ethical. So I think my dream job would be to be an expert ethical data scientist.
If it's one thing the pandemic has shown us is the value of good data and statistics, and how they're brought together, how they're used, and access to data has become a very big issue. So it sounds like a great field. Women have made progress in the time since you first entered STEM. What progress have you seen made?
So I think that even I did my, university in 2014. And even at that time, you would see most of the senior positions, mostly senior positions were like men. Wherever you go, even after moving to Canada, I struggled with this a bit, that I was looking for mentors in senior positions, and being a woman, I wanted to go for a women mentor. But mostly in senior positions, in director positions, you would still see men. But I think in past 1 year, I have met a lot of senior software engineers, senior electrical engineers. And I think that feels great to have women mentors and to see women in director positions and at such senior positions.
And we've made accomplishments. You're seeing women in senior positions now, and there are women you can look up to and ask for guidance, the people who've trod the path so that you don't have to forge a brand new one every time. But there's still a ways to go. What's the progress you would like to see? What are the changes for women in STEM you're hoping for?
I think that even now, when I meet women, I see that they still lack some confidence. Like they do doubt their skills, they doubt their abilities, and they always need a constant boost by people around them for to get the confidence that they need. So I think with women. And I think women would get that confidence with increased visibility and increased representation in STEM. And this would happen when they would see more women around them in higher senior positions and more women in STEM. So and also I think that opportunity. I know that many companies now, they are working for equal representation, and they are working towards making bringing some sort of equality between their male and female employees, and that's a great thing. So I think opportunity and representation and more confidence, that's what women need more to excel in STEM field.
And what are the things that give you hope?
SCWIST, organizations like SCWIST give me hope and a lot of confidence and faith. So yeah, they're being a part of SCWIST. I've also met a lot of different different people from different organizations all across Canada and even in US. So I think that these organizations, they not only just give me hope, they give me a lot of faith and confidence that yes, there is going to be a time when we would not judge women by the gender or by the background or by the language or by, they'll be just judged based on their intelligence.
And is there anything I haven't asked you or anything you want to say?
I think I would just want to say that SCWIST is a great organization. And because we have finished, this is our 40th anniversary, and that this 40 years, this itself, shows and says that how great this organization is. And this organization has helped many women along the way. And there's so many people out there, so many elders, so many young people who have benefited from this organization. And if you want to become a part of this organization, please go ahead and volunteer and become our members and be our ambassadors.
Thank you for all this time.
Thank you very much, Lorraine.